know your name. Don't hide from me, 'cause I see all your pain. It's written in your eyes. You and I, we are one and the same. For better or for worse, our dreams are our curse. We are united in our pain. So tell me why we're like angels, we're
Oh man, this is like being at the home track for me. This is late model dirt. You got these. I'm sorry, it's not late model dirt. We're uh, we're just having a good time on the track though. Well, this is a big wide track. Pro dirt
Oh,
late model. These are amazing cars to watch in person, and I'm watching these guys qualify, and it's just as fun. They're moving around, they're sliding them, and this track's going to come into play as the night goes a little bit later on. Is our compadre back?
Yes, sir. Man, you gotta love. This is classic Saturday night dirt track racing in your hometown. But it's Sunday, but we don't care what day it is because any night you can get on here and watch some racing on dirt under the lights. It's a good night. So, looking forward to it.
And Brown, oh, that's good stuff. Brown, I was going to ask you, they do qualifying a little different here. Can you kind of explain what's going on? Oh, I mean, it goes fast. It's going to be fun. You know, I do this on Saturday nights. I go watch at the local track, and man, these cars can run, and they are a lot of fun. Lots of slide jobs.
Yeah, the way that their schedule is built here is that they do a doubleheader race every Sunday night. So tonight's Volusia and Bristol. Next week it's somewhere else, and they do that for 6 consecutive weeks in this series.
Yeah, you know we're new to this series, so we're glad to be here. And looks like it's kind of a pay race. So you got to race for some money here.
Yeah, mentioning money, I don't. I've stepped away for a second. I don't know if y'all talked about the prize money for the winners tonight, but $10 going to the winner of this first race at Volusia, and $5 going to the winner of the second race at Bristol on the dirt. A great fair way to do it with this pill draw and getting these guys out here because they're really trying to tackle the realism in this series by not resetting the track state, so you get a brand new track every time. So, pretty smart way of doing the start here.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be last, but I mean that's kind of the luck of the draw. So it's done the fair way, and kind of like real life. This is kind of how they do things. So pretty interesting setup. Beautiful racetrack, Volusia, one of my favorites as far as the dirt tracks go. And it's going to make for some fun racing. Quite a bit of cars here.
Yeah, these guys are going to be chasing it. I mean, as this track wears in, that cushion is going to be getting higher and higher. You're going to see cars running a higher and higher line. as it'll be the quickest way around here. So yeah, they're going to be chasing that cushion up there.
A couple more cars out on the track now.
Yeah, and all y'all that are watching on M.TV Facebook, the M. YouTube page, the Twitch page, if you guys got questions or comments during this race, throw them in there and we'll address it or answer any questions you have or talk about your comments, good or bad.
Well, hopefully we have nothing but positive comments come out of something like this. I'm watching some of these guys run around. It seems like they got a pretty good handle. It's a wide track. They shouldn't have too many issues here. It looks like a good group of guys. Yeah, that's not any place you want to end your night on one of those, but it happens, and unfortunately, it could happen here.
Yeah, it's a short track, so I mean, it's going to come down to some really close times separating these guys. So every little bit of good track these guys can run on is important. That's why they went to this build draw. I'm sorry, say again? Chepievsky. If I said it wrong, he'll let us know, but I'm pretty sure that's how you said it. Chepievsky. Man, these cars are a handful coming around here. A little bit easier to handle probably than the midgets that we saw last week in another league. They were just, my goodness, those things just didn't seem like they were meant to go in a circle, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I mean, if you can't chase the cushion, just be inside of the guy that is, you know, because you could use him as a little bit of a bumper if you need to. We might see a little bit of that tonight.
Well, unlike my local track, these cars are looking clean right now. A lot of the cars you see run every Saturday night around here, they look like they've been through a few battles. So hopefully we don't see too much of that, but it's kind of the nature of the business. There's going to be a little bumping and banging.
That's the iRacing advantage, is you get a brand new car. You know, you don't. You see guys pulling up at their local tracks, and you think, man, does that thing even run? He's missing half a car, it looks like, but they get out there and run them.
Yeah, they hammer them out. They do all the work, and the beauty of it here is you're not paying for sheet metal. You're just paying for a little bit of iRacing simulation, not a game. You know, I'm just happy to be in the Beat Laboratory with you two and gonna check this one out.
It looks like they're doing last call. Everybody that missed the pill draw, get out there and run you a lap. So it looks like we're only waiting on maybe 4 cars. Is that right? 4 more cars, and
But they're making the final call just like at the real track. You can hear that in the PA, you know, at the real track. So this is pretty much follows the same as a real life dirt track.
well, they do the same thing too at the little watering hole around the corner from me. You know, the last call deal. But it looks like we'll have maybe 2 more cars. Get out there and run a lap.
That sometimes happens, makes it a little confusing. But we'll try to work with it.
So they scheduled 4 heats. We're obviously not going to have enough cars for all 4, I don't believe. So just we'll keep you updated on how that goes and which ones we'll skip here. So we'll be starting heat 1 here in just a couple minutes. Yes, sir. That's what it looks like. 3 laps to get a good one in.
Yeah, and that second one should probably be your best. I would think.
It's like Byron Jones of the 15 and the 12 of Bob Curtis are gonna start in the rear and not put a time in. But hey, I mean, with heat racing, anything can happen, you know. Looks like we got a starting grid here for heat 1. So it looks like everybody's going to split evenly into 2 heats here, Alan.
Well, I'm just cycling through some of these paints. I mean, you know, this pretty original stuff here. Watching Jake Silva in their Rocket Track Racing Setups, RocketRacingSetups.com car. That's a cool looking car. And
He also,
man, good stuff.
Thaddeus Marshall looks like he's running one of tonight's sponsors on that car. Let me see if I can get a better look at it. It looks like the Trix Utility Services on the hood of that car.
And that's cool. I like the supporting the local businesses, the family-owned businesses.
Oh, for sure.
definitely, this is the place to showcase those businesses. A cool dirt track setup, Volusia, with Pure Speed Elite Series. It's going to be fun. Yeah, they can. And, you know, English and I, we put in the research on these cars. We watched them. We've done a lot of research. We put in the man hours. And I think he put liquid paper on a B and it died. But
It
we're
did.
getting ready
Yes.
to roll here.
Ooh. He had a great start, and didn't look like he was going to hold on to it, but he fought his way back and used that little crossover. And just like that, we're almost halfway done with this first heat. Yeah, these cars do take damage, so if he got into somebody a little harder, somebody got into his rear end there, it will be affecting the way he runs.
Yeah, he's hit the wall a couple times. I think he might have a little damage, so I'll keep an eye on him. What you got going on up front there, Brown? Yeah, he looked like he had it on cruise control there, and I think he was setting it up for some more racing later today. So good win by him.
Like Aiden Forster. Aiden Forster's going to grid 5th. Cole Chepyevsky's going to grid 6th. Andrew May, 7th. The 43 of Terrell Wheeler will be 8th. Matt Langley will grid 9th, and the 12 of Bob Curtis will grid 10th.
Could have been said better. It gets confusing with this heat
Yeah,
race,
it does.
guys. With it, just the iRacing itself, it's just how it works. So we're getting used to it, and think you guys are doing a great job. And here we go for another 8 laps.
Speaking of doing a great job, Jake78 said that Jake Sylvia, Cole Ashcraft, and Colt Zimmer have taken over for race control since Daniel had a medical emergency. Props to them for taking point on this hard task. Yeah, we're prayers for Daniel. Hope everything's going okay, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. Look at this. I love these dirt track cars. You know, they got these 3 numbers, 669 Michael Steffen and red and black striped car. Man, that looks cool.
Yeah, he's moving. Yeah,
I'm watching some stuff in the back there. 31, the honkin' dong car of Andrew May had a little trouble, but he's starting to move up a little bit.
Yeah, for those of you at home that thought that they jumped the start, that's not the case. They have to start on green at the beginning, but then any starts after that will be coming out of 4. I misspoke. This is the damn start of the second heat. I'm sorry, folks. Oh! Yeah, car in the wall right there, but everybody held on to it. The 29 stays right in front of that little pack. Oh, man. The fence.
Yeah, that was fun. So, they you know, and they're just setting it up for the main race on the front there, man. They were going after each other. That was real intense. You know, a little banging. Hopefully we see some fireworks, man. I like to see stuff like that. That's gonna be awesome. Well, when we get into that main, but
Jake78 updating us on YouTube. He said Daniel is back and ready to race. He had some issues during qual, so yeah, Daniel made it back for the race. So good deal for that.
Well, this is some clean racing, man. Compared to some of the stuff we've seen, this is good stuff. This looks like your local track, on a Saturday night. Nothing too crazy's happening. They're all racing clean. I'm super impressed with these guys.
Yeah, I've got Aiden Foster right ahead of Thaddeus Marshall, but Cole Chapyevsky is going to be starting at 12th. Tyler Werner in that 33 car is going to be 13th. 31 Andrew May is going to be rolling off 14th. And Ethan Greek in the 19 will be starting in 15th in this feature as we go 4 wide for the salute to the fans here.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now, and it kind of plays with the start of iRacing. So, you know, I think that's a pretty cool deal watching this. Is they're basically simulating a real race at your Saturday night track.
Awesome little parade lap. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, it's for the fans, isn't it? Hope we have
Yeah,
some
that's
fans
right.
out there watching tonight, and hope they're enjoying the race. You know, we kind of got thrown into this last minute. We're learning as we go, so bear with myself at least. And we're
Green
trying
down.
our best.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Got a car stopped up here in the top of 4.
Yeah, that looks like the number 43 car
Top 2. I'm sorry.
had some kind of issue there. Harold Wheeler. Well, you see
Well,
how wide these cars are, and you know, with the heat races, they're half the field. So now we have double the field, and you know, we got to kind of get worked out and figure out how, you know, how each other works here with such a large field on a short track.
yeah, that's good call on them to let them throw yellows for stuff like this so we can reset, get some good racing laps in. Ryan H29 has an important message on Twitch. He says, meow. And Matt1478 says he was in the 8 and he will not be running tonight.
Oh, that's too bad, because I'd like to see him out here. Got quite a field already. I mean, lots of cars here at the dirt track tonight. Quite a pack 1 through 7. They're up there running together, beating and banging each other.
Yeah, you can hear a few cars hitting the wall back there, but no caution as of yet as we go 3 wide again up here. Yeah. Oh, they're wrecked big time. Caution's out. Good job throwing the caution there because, oh, we needed one. We had cars smacking each other all over the place up there in that turn.
There was a lot that happened on that corner. That was pretty wild. Went basically head first into the corner. Was it the 09 car? Colton's car.
Well, it's turning out like your Saturday night race would. I mean, guys sending it in there and putting their weekly paycheck back into that car tomorrow to try to get it ready for next week.
Well, these guys would have to. They'd have to be in the B laboratory all week to fix these cars if they were, if it wasn't a simulation. But I think they do have some fast repairs in this league, so maybe they can get them fixed real quick.
And they have two, so the only question is, are you willing to pit in there and possibly lose a lap just to get a new car and get back out there? I'm sure a lot of these guys have to because they get a meatball flag.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, but this, like you said, this track is so short. I mean, you could go in there and try to get you some extra tires or something silly. You're gonna be looking a lap down in no time.
30 as the 31 comes up through the field, getting his wave around.
Yeah, I mentioned him earlier. He's got quite the paint job there.
Andrew May was your wave around. He's back in 15th. He's the last car on the lead lap. Yes, sir. Green flag. Hey, yells out.
Aiden Forrester got into the back of someone here in that #1 car. I didn't see who it was, but he kind of got into the back of him and turned him. Looked like the Thaddeus. Yeah, Thaddeus got turned there. Yeah, I'm not placing blame on anyone here. This stuff isn't easy to drive. It's just kind of what I saw quickly with my little tiny eyes, me.
So right now, as it stands, it looks like as we go across the scoring line here, we'll reset. Trying to find out who our hard charger is.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like it might be the 43 of Terra Wheeler.
Yeah.
Up well, 6 positions.
Well, we got a second here. Well, what do you guys think about this next race, Bristol, man? That's going to be fun with all that banking.
Hopefully, get some good speeds out of it too. I mean, that's like you said, with all the banking, I mean, you can really send it in there a little bit harder than you can here at Volusia. It's all trade-off if you're going to run inside or outside. They just run different. You may run faster on the outside because you can't really turn as hard on the inside, but the inside's a shorter distance, so it's all about what you can run.
Yeah, and that's the trade-off, and we're seeing a good run by Cole right now. But as they come in, they kind of catch him. How slick is that track getting right now as they keep clicking laps off?
Yellow's out again here.
Yeah, it was in the back of the field. I think we had Ethan Greek might have hit the wall there and spun.
Yeah, it looks like the case.
Yeah, well, you know, the guys up front now, you know, they keep stacking back up with these cautions. But there's one thing in mind. This is a money race, man. They get money to win this race, so the last few laps should be super interesting, as we've already seen some good, interesting racing already.
So it looks like the admins have made the decision to do single file restarts to kind of help things along here and maybe get some more green flag laps in.
Well, I mean, the nerves are out, I imagine. I believe this is the first set of races in this season for this league. I don't know if they have some newcomers or they're not used to racing with each other just yet. So it happens. Let's just settle in here and try to click off some real good laps. Yeah, Thaddeus Marshall was given the wave around there, so should see him on the lead lap for sure here.
Yeah, Cole Ashcraft kind of hit a little bottleneck there as he was going a little bit faster than the cars in front of him, but that didn't matter. He had to change his line, and now he's forced to run this outside line. Let's see if he can make it work.
Yeah, they got...
Yellow's out again.
Yeah, there was some more. I was watching in a 8, 9, 10 position. We had a couple problems back there as Terrell Wheeler got turned around, a couple others.
Yeah, so we got a car stopped in the bottom of turn 1 right now. It's maybe trying to get that thing going and not have to tow.
Yeah, Thaddeus Marshall's coming down on pit road. I don't know. It looks like he's coming in to get another fast repair, I'd guess.
And these guys have two, which for 35 laps sounds like a lot, but the way these dirt cars beat and bang on each other, I mean, you will probably use both of them if you're challenging anybody for position.
Yeah, a couple more takers. Terrell Wheeler's down here on pit road. Just busy pit road right now for a short track.
Art Gray 110 on Twitch says, "Paya!" Yeah, some of these cars did get a little bit payad. right in the rear ends, you see a bunch of bent up spoilers here tonight.
Yeah, well, that I'm pretty sure I'm drinking a Michelob for that because that's what's happening right here. I mean, we're just in the middle of Paya. It's Paya season here. We got a few cautions. I mean, let's settle in, boys, and let's get us a good run here.
And stay tuned for our second race after this feature's over. We're going to Bristol, Tennessee at the Last Great Coliseum to see the same group of drivers on that high banked half mile. Three wide near the rear, too, here. 3 and 4 wide. These guys are fighting for every position here in the back, too.
Yeah.
Yells out again.
Well, I see Cole Ashcroft running around with no front end, so I'm assuming something must have happened with him. Unfortunately, he's gonna run around and hopefully has another fast repair to fix that.
Yeah, Ashcraft, he's been up there most of the night challenging cars, and yeah, he got a little bent up there.
Well, and this is kind of what we talked about in some of the plate racing. You know, right now you can go from champ to chump in no time. There's beating and banging going on. There's people twisting and turning. Man, I don't know who's going to win this thing. It's pretty intense.
Funny that you could draw a parallel between a super speedway and a half-mile Saturday night dirt track, but I mean, there really is some truth in that. Anybody can really win one of these races if you're in the right place at the right time. But with a long feature, it kind of takes some of that lucky, luck out of it, I think.
It does, but the cream usually rises to the top in any race.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a real marathon here. We've got still looking at about 16, 15 laps to go, so we got a little time to sort it out. And then you think any of this stuff, any anger or frustration may carry over to the next race? We may see that.
I mean, these guys really aren't hollering at each other a bunch on the radio, it seems like. I think it's a group that's, most of them have raced together quite a bit, but we'll see. Only time will tell as we wrap this one up and go to Bristol.
You always have that guy that keeps the inner anger bottled up, and he just takes it out on you later on in the race. We've seen that before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to go 3 wide for third back here, but it's kind of like a little merry-go-round. These guys are kind of circling each other as we got a close battle for first.
I think.
Yeah, not quite.
I think it's getting real slick down there. It's looking like just from watching here. We'll see how that ends up. But boy, they're tight right there.
We're 10 to go here, bud. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, the
fourth,
battle for what, 7th back
fourth,
here, Adam?
sixth,
Check.
yeah, 4, 5, 6. These guys, Thaddeus
Oh,
Marshall's in the mix. They're going at it, and they just got it.
Oh, big wreck. Yellow's out.
Wow, I know Thaddeus Marshall was making such a huge run. I was watching him the whole time, and it's just unfortunate. Looked like he just got turned there, and now he's on his roof.
Hey
But
man, $10, $10 purse on the line. I mean, it don't sound like a lot, but shoot,
Hey.
that's a track or a car. Or,
$10
well,
is $10
it's
bucks.
some of the smaller tracks, I guess. But
That's almost a 12-pack in your neck of the woods. So,
yeah, that's right.
I mean, look, that was a really good battle there, and those guys. And man, I just hate to see that for Thaddeus.
Yeah, Daniel Adam and Jake Silva up here in the front, on the front, front two positions. But don't count out some of these other guys like Thaddeus and Quentin, and even the 669 car, Michael Steffen. He's right back there too. Anything can really happen here if the leaders get into each other a little too much. You might see a dark horse in third or fourth or fifth, even fifth place, move up, take this win and the $10.
Just a matter of managing those ice skates right now, because that's what it's like out there on the track with all that wear and tear we put on it so far.
So many cars battling too wide back here. It's like we've been talking about all night. These guys are wanting to make some track position to give themselves a chance in case we get another yellow.
Vital battle for 5th and 6th position back here with Michael
Yep.
Steffen. So, you hadn't seen any of these guys.
They're not giving up, are they?
Braden Burnett as well.
Battle for second and third is also heating up as they're getting into each other's bumpers here. Whoa! And two cars go around. My goodness.
Wow, that was hey, good call on that, English. You were watching them, and they got turned there, lap to go, and that
Brown,
happens.
Brown may want to check your microphone. Somebody said they can't hear you on YouTube.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Don't know how that happened. I hope it wasn't muted that entire time.
Well, that's the magic of television. It's a joy, live TV.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, so let's see if we can't get our top three down into our little chat here.
Jake's in there. We'll see if we can get a holler at him. But man, good action tonight here in Volusia.
As we kind of wait for
Top 3 in there now.
yeah, I we can't hold on, we gotta wait for admin.
Alrighty.
All right, well, you know what? Rather than that, what we'll do is let's all three of us just jump up there and talk it out to all of them all at the same time. Why not, huh?
Let's do it.
Fine.
No clue, but it worked.
All right,
Look-
boys.
Oh, some Braden kid took me out and put me
Jake-
back there.
Jake, look at my car. Look at my screen.
Well, so Jake, great win there. You got kind of lucky and got a pretty good restart on that last yellow man. How's it feel to take home a win here?
It feels pretty good. I felt like the race was pretty solid there. I probably should have given Daniel a little bit more room, but I think it wouldn't have changed the difference, the outcome there. I feel like I was definitely the fastest car at the end. I think Cole might have had me towards the end when he came in and fixed his damage, but I mean, other than that, it was a pretty fun race.
Well, how long have y'all been racing together? Is this something new, or y'all been doing this for quite some time?
We've been racing together for probably about whenever the season started, really. I just signed on to Rocket when the season started, and I think they did too, just a little bit before that.
Well, it was a lot of beating and banging out there, and somehow you came out on top. That seemed like a marathon. So, what were you thinking that last few laps?
Oh, I was just hoping for another yellow, to be honest. Re-rack them and have some more fun, but that was definitely a rough one, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations on the win. We'll now move on to Cole Ashcraft. You got a little lucky there, and second and third had some contact, ended up wrecking, and it looked like you just found a hole and made it through there, man. So congratulations on a P2.
Yeah, it's not the win we were looking for coming into this race, but at least Rocket was able to win, so that was good. That was fun. I love this track. You're able to use all the grooves, every corners you're running somewhere different, and it's just a fun track overall. There was a good group of guys here tonight racing with us, and that was a blast.
What do you have in store for the next race? What's your prediction for that?
Man, I'm not a big fan of Bristol, but it might be fun with these group of guys. Like, this race was chaotic. It was nuts. Everybody was throwing sliders 3-4 wide and like the heats and feature. I think it will be a good race. I think we'll be able to race top to bottom at that track and hopefully come out with a win.
Awesome, good job. Congrats on the P2.
Yep. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and I'll see you next race.
All right, brother.
And then we'll move on down the board. And Aiden, you kind of got the same luck there, but it was a tight finish for third. Man, that was a hard-fought battle there in kind of that middle section where you were kind of hanging out.
Yeah, I got extremely lucky there. I think 5 of them wrecked there coming to the checkered, something like that. I got extremely lucky. A few laps prior to that, got into it with, I think it was Braden. That kind of set me back. And honestly, them killing each other up front is what got me here. I shouldn't be here.
Yeah, the one car, we were watching the one car all night saying, I know Adam was thinking the same things. If there's something happening on the track that's exciting, that Aiden's number one car was somewhere near it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it seemed to be.
Yeah, well, hey, sometimes you just take advantage of those situations. It looks like you're one of the hard chargers too. It looks like you're up 7 from the starting grid.
Yeah.
So there you go, P3 and up 7. So heck of a job, man, and look forward to the next one.
Thank you guys.
All right. So as we kind of finish up here from Volusia Raceway, man, that was some exciting racing, and I mean, I hope we have a few more green flags, but even still, like, man, that was some tight racing there.
Yeah, in a half-mile track, a lot of your home tracks that are in your neighborhood that are Saturday night dirt tracks will be, the 3/8 mile or even a quarter mile. We have a quarter mile around here, but this half-mile track made for some great fast racing with these late model pros.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they got after it, man, and it was fun. It was fun to watch, and we did have a few cautions, but man, you could tell it's a good league. These guys get along. I think no harm, no foul. Let's get on to the next one there, Brown.
Yep, so we will quickly do our grid rundown here, or actual final race results rundown, not the grid. So you got Jake Sylvia picking up the win with Cole Ashcraft finishing in second. Aiden Forster rounding out your top 3 with Daniel Adam Joseph finishing in 4th and Braden Burnett in 5th. You had Thomas Lloyd moving up and kind of in that middle pack all day. He's finished in 6th with Tyler Werner finishing in 7th. You had Andrew May in 8th and Terrell Wheeler tied for the hard charger with Aiden. He's going to finish 9th. Then you got Josh Gosland. He finished 10th, and that's your top 10.
The car of Chris Fathke finished 11th, Quentin Warman in 12th, Mike Steffen in 13th, and Cole Chepyevsky in 14th place.
Well, I'm glad you had that one. Looked like 15th turned out to be Thaddeus Marshall on my screen here. Colton Zimmer, Ethan Greek, Matt Langley, and Byron Jones. That was a wrap on that one, boys.
That puts a wrap on that one. So what we'll do real quick is shut the stream down, do a quick re-rack, reset, get everything all ready to go, and then we will see you all in that next one. So we won't be officially signing off, but just the stream for right now. We'll be back only, in a moment. We look forward to seeing you.